All right, so inside the trunk, we're gonna have to remove these two screws. There's one. And there's the other. Now we're gonna take our panel removal tool. We're just gonna go ahead and remove this piece on the trim. And there's the other. All right, remove that. Then we can remove this trunk liner. I'm gonna go ahead and just place the parts where I know where they go, just so I can keep track of them. As you can see, if the trunk was held in properly, that's where the nut would be. Just have to remove it, but I just keep this loose in case I ever need in here. So now we need to get to the side bumper bolts. That's these two right here, and this is an 11 mil. All right, there's one. And there's the other. Once we removed this trim panel that was sitting here and like the carpet interior, there's gonna be 3 bolts that we need to remove. First one gonna be through this hole right here. Second one, if we're coming to the left side tail light, driver's side, follow the wiring harness right through this big circle piece right here and there. There's gonna be another 11 mil bolt. Coming to the passenger side now, right below where the wiring harness is on the passenger side tail light, that's where the last bolt's gonna be, and you'll definitely need some sort of extension. And there's the second one. And there's the last one. Now, with the side bolts removed, with those 3 rear bolts holding in the back of the bumper in. All right, now on the side of the bumper, see where the side marker is. I'm on the left-hand side of the car. Process is the same as the other side. These are 7 mil, or you can just use like a Phillips head screwdriver like I'm using. And there's the other screw. Coming underneath there, you can see the last clip holding it in. This is connecting to part of the bash bar back here, so that's what this connects to. But you can see the 3 push pins that we need to get in there and remove. All right, not gonna lie, guys, these might be a pain getting out. Just kind of using the body of this to push them out. I see what it is. Where we remove the inside of these bolts, you have to push from the inside and down to release it from the inside. Should be ready to go. Drain tube. I think it's just a drain tube, yeah. To remove the rear bumper, the threads are gonna still be kind of caught up in these holes. So what I just did was I grabbed from where it's riveted in, this piece right here, you can see this is riveted. I just grabbed it like this and pressed downward. Because if you press this down, it'll start to move and whatnot. You don't wanna press too hard. So I just kind of grabbed it and apart with the bumper and just put some pressure to release it to where it was mounted in these holes too. Okay, so how we're gonna put this bumper back on, I just have it kind of supported with a jack. We're gonna go ahead and mount up these the back bolts that go in through here first, because we need it to be rested on. Then once we get these on here and then hand tight, get the side ones. Thanks, buddy. There we go. There. So from there. So from there, so now we're gonna go ahead and just keep this on here. Just gonna thread it down a little bit. Alright, now that we got these hand tight, you would do the other side. With the 3 back bolts in and the 2 on each side of the fender well. They're all hand threaded in. We're gonna go ahead and tighten down the back bolts first. I read that it's important that you have to do these back ones first. If you do the side ones, it won't conform right or something like that. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Alright, I'm not sure if there's a torque spec on these. I, however, am just going to tighten them down. Just a little tight, but not too tight. Alright, and I think that's good enough for the back ones. Alright, I'm going to have to remove the wheel for this. I had to remove my wheel. I don't think you necessarily have to. I had to remove it because it's bigger. I was also putting the sway bar back in. Alright, and then there's a push pin underneath here. It's a circle spot, you'll find it. Alright, coming underneath the car, there's 3 more of these pins that we need to put back in. So you can see the holes right here. They just go right in through here. I'm going to use my duct tape. too. Alright, what's going on, YouTube world? It's been a while since you guys seen the Mustang, and if you guys would pay attention to the outro right now, you might be able to notice some things have changed on the Dakota as well. We're going to have a new install video over the Dakota coming out here shortly, and we're going to be having an update video kind of over the car, the channel, the truck, basically everything. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure you guys tune in an hour from now, real time. This video is dropping. We'll be live streaming Call of Duty Ghost. If you want to be there, be there. If not, be square.